Hello, Cancer, Sun signs, rising signs, and moons. This is your October Horoscope from me, Kim, at Expressions of the Universe. And I have some gnarly cards here for the Cancer, Sun signs, rising signs, and moons, which includes me because I'm a Cancer rising. So we're coming off of a new moon in Libra, which is bringing everything into balance, especially in our heart chakras. It is about love, balance, romance, relationships, partnerships, but relationships to everything and everyone in and around us, including ourselves. But my biggest focus for October is on the full moon on October 13th, which has all of the astrological signs in their home houses. So for the Cancers, that would be the fourth house. But we have that opposition of Capricorn. And what I'm seeing, the ally for the Cancers is the North Node in Cancer, and the opposition is the South Node in Capricorn, conjoined with Pluto and Saturn. So that could be giving us a little bit of a problem, and I'm seeing it in the cards. So let's get started. So I pulled a crystal card, an animal totem card, and 3 cards from the Hidden Realm deck from Colette Baron Reed, but then an extra card fell out. And the crystal card is Aura Light, and this is gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. And I happen to have a piece of that, and I don't know if you can see how fantastic that is. This is such a great stone. This is also known as Aura 23. It's also known as Aura Amethyst. It's also known as Spirit Kindred Stone or Kindred Spirit Stone. It's a new stone of new consciousness. It has super healing, heart healing properties. I think it's probably perfect for all chakras. And it is a super cleanser of our body, mind, and spirit. And what this is saying specifically, it's talking about being mindful, being in the present, and not lingering in the past and holding on to things that we would have, could have, should have, and mulling over that. And you know what? I've been kind of going through that a little bit, thinking about things from, a few months ago to a year ago to 20 and 30 years ago. I don't know what's been going on. Maybe it's just in the energy. So I'm wondering if you have too. So I'm going to have to start putting this in my bra and carrying this with me because I need to clear that shish. All right. The animal totem card is great for all of this. And I was just thinking this. It's the ant spirit, ant totem, and it says time to collaborate. And I've been thinking about wanting to collaborate and maybe do a video with another reader or another, metaphysical specialist. But this is about, whenever I see this card, I think of teamwork makes the dream work. This is saying that if there is a goal or a dream that the Cancer sun signs, rising signs, and moons have, then you need to partner up with someone. You have to be open to allowing other people to help you. You cannot do it alone. Our biggest ally is our partnership with Spirit, the divine, the universe, allowing the law of attraction and reciprocity to come in. So this is also telling me for us to call out to our angels and say, I need some help. Because I know Cancers, they want to do everything. They want to mother and nurture everybody. But now it's a time for us. So make sure that you accept help when it's offered. Ask for help when you need it. I am horrible at doing that. I really am. Even when people ask me for help, This is definitely my Cancer rising. I'm like, no, I'm good, but then I'll bitch about not having any help. Sound like you? Okay, so then the Hidden Realm cards. Wisdom of the Hidden Realm. They're not that great. I'll tell you that right now. And I'm going to read them one by one. The first one is the High Lord of Gratitude and Service, which is reversed. And that would be selfishness, boastful ego, and unconscious action when it's reversed. And so this is talking about having to do a deep self-inventory about motives and action plans. It's time for the Cancer sun signs, rising signs, and moons to ask ourselves if our desires are driving us to become more self-serving. So I know, because Cancers give so much, and I have been preaching that we need to self-nurture. So did some of us go completely in the opposite direction? It's hard to balance that out, but we are coming off the Libra moon. We do have the Libra sun, so we can bring that all back into balance and turn that around. This is also pointing out to ask ourselves if our ambitions relate to making ourselves feel more special, or, apart from each other, making us feel like we're better than other people, or just completely like secluding ourselves away from other people. And I do have a tendency to do that. So we got to bring this gratitude and service to others back around. It's a time for deep contemplation for the Cancer sun signs, rising signs, and moons. Our next card is the Swan Queen, but she's reversed also. And this is about transformation, intuition, and patience. But when it's reversed, it's a fear of change, a fear of things transforming, a fear of death, definitely, a fear of being able to let go of things that are changing. This is also when you're in that fear mindset, you're not tapped into your intuition, and this is impatience. So, like wanting things to happen before they're ready to happen. I always say that anything that is meant for us will come to us when the timing is right, and anything that has to go, it's either, it's to make room for something new. If something's withheld from us, it's because the universe, spirit, the divine, whatever you want to call it, maybe has a different plan and we just can't see that. But definitely a fear of change, a fear of transformation, fear of aging, fear of death is represented in this card. The next card is another reverse card, but don't worry, I'm going to finish it off with something really good. It's the Ice Queen, and she's reversed. And this is ideas preserved, non-action, and entitlement, but she is reversed. So this is speaking, this really kind of goes a little bit really good with the Snow Queen. Oh, I'm sorry, the Swan Queen. I'm thinking of Hans Christian Andersen. So the Ice Queen reverse speaks of when we are overly obsessed by our possessions and the things that we own, and knowing that we truly don't own anything. So even if you own a house, a piece of property, you don't really own it. It's just an idea. This is also ownership over the people in your life, the animals in your life, even the clothes that you're wearing, your car, any material, anything tangible, I suppose. And the reason why we truly don't own anything, because if you think about this, when we die, what are we taking with us? Absolutely nothing. Although the Egyptians used to bury all of the possessions with the pharaohs so that they could take those into the other world, but it was really symbolic more than actually taking them. So you want to think about how obsessed you are, Cancer, Sun signs, rising signs, and moons, about the ownership of people and things, and what is your attachment to that. And just remember that we truly don't own anything. We're just owning an idea of ownership. So try and wrap your head around that. And then the final card, which is really good, it's the Spiral Dancer. And so it's a little bit difficult. It's a little bit of a challenge, but it finishes well. The Spiral Dancer says it's time for you to tap in, follow the signs, follow the messages. There will be some challenges, obviously, from these cards for the month of October. However, the Spiral Dancer is going to take you around these challenges. So you may think, oh, here we go again. I thought I already learned this lesson. Why is this happening again? But she's just taking you around the outside of the issues so that we can observe them, because she's actually lifting you around and up and out of your situation. So we really have to get these cards down. Go within, think about the things that I spoke about in this video so that you can spiral up and out of any of that lower negative energy that we may be hanging on to, holding on to. Stay ever present. If you can, get a piece of this fantastic aura light to help you stay mindful and stay present and not thinking too far ahead into the future or too far, behind in the past, thinking about all of the would've, could've, should've's. It is what it is. We can't go back and change anything. And you can't set things up so far ahead into the future to know how they're going to turn out. You can have an idea and a goal, but you won't know until you get there. So you kind of have to just release the outcome, stay present. And when we do that with gratitude and service, then we actually find some joy and happiness. All right, Cancer, Sun signs, rising signs, and moons. That's all I have for you for October. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please share it with your friends. Be sure to subscribe to my channel. You can comment me, show me some love. If you comment me with a question, I may feature it in my Ask Me Anything video series here on YouTube. And be sure to check out these other videos with the new moon and the other signs for your rising and moons. Until November, see you, Cancers.